Hello everyone, welcome back. This will be day 5 of the Ferrari 360 service. So we put our new mount in. It was a bear. Same tools used to put it in. So I would recommend, I don't know, I'm going to have to do some modifications to the tool. So the tool is from Hill Engineering. It's kind of a pain to get it lined up, but once you get it lined up, it goes in fairly easy. But when you're putting this new style mount in, make sure you're at 6 and 12, okay? So 12 and 6 on this. That's how this works. So don't install it any other way. This is how this goes in. So we're going to go ahead at this point, put in the A-frame back in, and then hook all our lines and everything on. So that's what we're going to do. All right, there's our A-frame structure that we're going to be putting in. You're going to have to disconnect your fuel lines on both sides. This is a 19 millimeter. And then we're going to go ahead and slide that in. Just kind of watch where all your lines are here. Most of these will go on the inside of the A-frame. So might have to take this back off here and move it out of the way also. And then you have a couple lines, your fuel line on the top here. They'll have to be moved out of the way also on both sides. And then this thing here, make sure it's out of the way. This gets bolted to the framework also. So, and then you got lines up here on your left hand, on the driver's side too. So we're going to go ahead and slide that in and then proceed on. All right, so we've got our A-frame installed. We've got all our bolts secured now. There's 4 here, 4 back here, 4 on the left front, and 4 on the right front. Access to those is, like I said, through the tub there for your top. Those are all secure now. We've just set this bracket here in place. We've got to install screws in it yet. And then route all our lines in that. We'll install the throttle bodies in that coming up here. And then we're going to put the through bolts here. I got to get a washer here since this mount's different. The washers that were with the previous mount don't fit. I have the previous mount here. Let me see if I can locate it here. Okay, so this is a European mount. This is different. Most of the different cars, American cars, have a different transmission mount. But this is the one. This is an early mount. It's different, and it actually has 2 washers that come with it. So these will be on here like this. There'll be one on the other side, and then that's installed in your car. So the newer cars don't have this. They're, like I said, the mount is different, and the newer style is even different than the standard U.S. cars. But that's on my previous video. So you can see where the mount was separating right here, right through here. It was coming apart. So it's time, and you can see it right in here too. So it was time to change it. But anyway, this washer does not fit in on there, so I'm going to have to get a different washer to put in the new mount. But that's where we're at, and then we'll continue on, and we'll see what happens. All right, so we've got our through bolt here installed, tightened up. We've got some washers in there, shimmed it up, because you really don't want a lot of gap in here. You want that pretty tight. I mean, just so it doesn't slosh back and forth. Like I said, this is a little different. I had a 2003 Ferrari 360, and this bolt was on the eccentric. This one is not. This is just a straight through bolt. So yours may vary a little bit. So you may find if this is on an eccentric, you may want to mark where it's at. Like I said, on this one, it did not matter. So we're going to go ahead and reinstall all these lines and back on through here, write all this stuff, and then install this bracket on here yet, and then the bracket for your oil cooler lines here. So we'll have to install those on the bottom here. So we're going to go ahead and install all that stuff and see what happens. All right, so we've got the lower bracket installed, our lines routed where they need to be, all through here. And then on these lower brackets here, you can see they're all routed correctly. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to install the throttle bodies now. and then reinstall all this, the lower air chamber here, and then the expansion tank here for the coolant tank. So all that stuff's got to be installed yet, but that's where we're at. We're going to go ahead and put the throttle bodies on now. All right, so we have our throttle bodies reassembled. Clamps are on here. Our line, or balance tube here. Make sure the clamp is tight there. You have your connectors on your mass airflow sensors here, or MAP sensors. Make sure you put your clamps on your connectors on your throttle bodies. And like I said, I have the power steering reservoir secure. All our lines are secure up to this point. These will all be secured on the back of the lower plenum here. That's what we're doing next. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, one note here. When you run your oxygen sensor here and the thermocouple, it attaches to these brackets right here. So you'll need to do that before you put the plenum on, both sides. So make sure you do that. All right, we're going to continue on. All right, so we've got our air box installed now. There's one here, one here, one up here, one here, one there, and one on the end here. And like I said, route your lines through here as much as possible. And then they'll attach to the back side of here, this air box. And then we're going to go ahead and install the expansion tank now. All right, so we've got our expansion tank back on. Like I said, 4 screws. Don't forget the 2 hoses in the back and the one on the bottom. Your cap. So like I said, air boxes are back on. The air cleaner, the top portion of it. So right now everything's looking pretty good. We still have to service the coolant tank. We'll do that later. We'll probably end up changing the oil in it too later. At this point, everything I believe back here is hooked up except for the exhaust. We'll do that here in a little bit later. May go ahead and start putting in the rear grille here with the taillights. So probably start doing that. All right, so we've got the rear challenge grille installed. Don't forget your screws here. You got 2 here, 2 here, 1 here, 1 there, 1 on the top, like somewhere right in here, and then you have another one that's down in here. Same on this other side. You have 2 here, 2 here, like 1 here, and 1 there on the inside. And then your connectors. Don't forget your connectors right here. There's 2. 2 on that side. And then don't forget your release for your fuel door, little circlip. It's got the bracket here. Don't forget to install that. So that's complete there. We're going to go ahead and move on to something else. We're going to see what's going on. Yeah, we were going to put the exhaust on, but first I believe we're going to change the motor mounts. So we're going to change both the lower. We changed the transmission mount a while back, or just earlier. So we're going to go ahead and change these out and see what happens. But it's going to be like a 24 millimeter wrench, I believe, that fits that. So and then we're going to loosen that through bolt, and there's 4 other bolts here, and then we're going to support the motor here, and then raise it up a little bit, and then the mount should come out from the top. So that's our plan. That's what we're doing. And then here is our new mount, and we'll compare what they look like. So once we get that out, we'll put them next to each other and see if they're actually compressed or not. They're going to compress a little bit because this is kind of a stop. So on the old mount, you should see that sitting against this plate. But we'll see if this rubber piece is deteriorated at all, and go from there. All right? We've removed the through bolt, and as you can see, the Yeah, here he moved it.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, so he's removed the bolt, the through bolt in the center there, and it's the huge washer's got a flange on it, and then it's got a little washer on top with a nut. So that's how that fits in there. We're going to go ahead and take the 4 other ones out. All right, we've got the old mount out. You can see it here, and you can see it's tore around the perimeter here of this bushing. So it needed to be replaced. Other than that, it doesn't look that bad, but it's tore. You can't tell from the top here. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't really worry about this because this is going to rest on here once you put the weight on it. This is what you're really looking for, is the tear in here. So we're going to go ahead and put this new one in and then do the same on the other side. All right, so you can see both mounts are torn. This one here is really bad. I mean, they're both pretty bad. They were time. They need to be changed. So we've got the new ones going in. And like I said, between these two, the transmission mount, his motor should be a lot more stabler than it was before. I don't know if he was getting any movement. He said he was having some shifting issues before, so this may improve that. So we'll see when we get the car up and running. But we're going to go ahead and install this. We're torquing these 4 up here on the sides. They're 17 millimeter and 37 foot-pounds. So torque these to 37. All right, so we're going to torque this to 73 foot-pounds, 72, 73 foot-pounds. And this is a 24 millimeter. So we're going to do that and then switch to the other side, and then we'll be done. All right, so 37 foot-pounds and
72.
72.
73, really.
Okay, 72, 73 on this. Motor mounts are all installed. So the nuts on the 4 face down. The nut on the center one goes on top. Same on both sides. They're both torqued up. So I'm not talking and you can't see what I'm talking about. So
and actually the motor looks like it's sitting better than it was. So that's a good thing.
So hopefully he will, like his shifting issues will go away. Like I said, has a few shifting issues, and with the motor sagging can cause that problem. It probably needs to be adjusted also, but hopefully that'll take care of it. Like I said, the transmission mount we changed out too. So it should be all nice and tight. So we're going to go ahead and put the exhaust on at this time and proceed on. All right, so we've got the exhaust on. It's adjusted to, well, we've got to adjust it where we think it is. It may have to be readjusted once we put the bumper up. Don't forget your oxygen sensors. We've got the oxygen sensors installed, or thermocouples installed. Like I said, this one here, since it's a European car, it has forward and aft oxygen sensor in the one cat. And this does not have pre-cats on it. So if you have a car that has pre-cats, which is most of the U.S. cars, the forward oxygen sensor will be on the exhaust manifold. So anyway, we've got all this tight. Next thing is we'll put the bumper on, fit that, and then move on from there. So other than that, we're finished for tonight. So stay tuned and catch us next time.